Libralicious. How are you doing, my cutie patootie looking all this so yummy? Libra, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. So dear Libra, this is going to be your reading from August 25th to the 31st. And in this reading, we are going to take a look at your past, present, and future. We're going to clarify all the cards and get some final advice for you. Dear Libra, I'm also going to pull one love message from your person to you and from you to your person. First and foremost, I want to express my gratitude and thankfulness to each and every one of you for your constant support and your love. My toothache is getting better and I'm feeling better. And I'm not going to leave you hanging in there. I'm going to serve and I'm going to slay, baby. So let's get into your reading and see what's going on for you, shall we? So Libra, your challenge for the upcoming week is the Hanged Man. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Ten of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Page of Wands. Okay, so Libra, your challenge here has to do a lot with seeing a situation from a different perspective with the Hanged Man and also having a major realization. Okay, understanding a connection between you and another person. There is some sort of a shift and a change that's coming in towards your way. We're going to clarify this and get some information shortly. In the recent past, dear Libra, you have the World, the Ace of Wands, and the Fool. Oh, the Ace of Wands. I know, you know how much we love that Ace of Wands. It always going to manifest in your readings, right? So Libra, I feel like that in the recent past, there was some sort of an ending in your life personally. You ended something very painfully in the past with the World. Something came to an end, and then there was an opportunity for you to have a brand new beginning, possibly with a fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Like it's like almost you ended something with someone, and then you met this person. We're gonna clarify this, okay? Now, in the present moment, you have the Six of Swords, the Five of Wands, and the Seven of Swords. In the present moment, I feel like that there is some sort of a conflict that's not resolved yet. You want to know the truth, okay? And this conflict here is very much evolving around finding out the truth, wanting to know the truth behind the scenes, what has happened, who and why. I do see here you doing a lot of healing within yourself and moving forward from the past, okay? There is a lot of self-forgiveness, self-forgiving energy, which is great for you. Now, in the near future, you have the Four of Wands, the Nine of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. In the near future, there is a potential for some sort of a reconciliation, meeting together, wanting to make something work together. But I do see here that this is calling into your attention not to be too quick and too hasty, to rush into it, okay? We're gonna get some more clarity about this. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, dear Libra, you have the Ten of Wands, followed by the King of Cups and the Page of Wands. For many of you, what you're gonna be needing to do is to unload these heavy emotions. You have been emotionally overwhelmed and carrying a lot of pain in your heart from this incident that happened, from the way that things actually ended with this person in the recent past, in order for you to move forward. And this is why your challenge here in the present moment is the Hanged Man, which is maybe there is something here that you did not know and it's going to be revealed to you. Okay, so let's get into your reading and clarify. So dear Libra, I'm going to clarify the Hanged Man here for you. So the Hanged Man here, dear Libra, is clarified by the Nine of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Five of Swords. The shift here, the change, the paradigm shift that you're having, this could be your person having also, is when it comes to commitments. You had a conflict with this person. Maybe there was a situation that came to an end, and maybe for some of you, a marriage ended due to trust issues, due to commitment, okay? Maybe somebody here lacked committing to you. Money could have been involved. Money could have been also an issue between you and this person as well. In the recent past, for you, there is a shift that's gonna happen, a paradigm shift. It looks like something here is gonna be revealed. I don't know what it is exactly. As we go, we have to find out. It's like something here that you're gonna see from a different perspective and maybe gain an understanding. It could be whether this person is wanting to confess to you, whether there is something here that you're gonna need to know, because I see here you still could be involved in some sort of a situation that there is a lot of conflict, okay? And for many of you, this could be an internal conflict within yourself. There is a situation here that you're trying to find peace with, make peace with, and it's been a struggle. Now, in the recent past, the world is clarified by the Five of Cups, the Emperor, and the Magician. Some of you are dealing with an Aries, also water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I see here a lot of manipulation in the recent past by somebody constantly being on and off with you, not being very consistent. Okay, Five of Cups also here, dear Libra, indicates some sort of an emotional loss. Okay, something here that happened between you and this person, and it caused this sadness, it caused this agony, and it really made you feel like as if you were not the main choice for this person. For some of you, maybe you felt like you were secondary, or maybe you were like a side chick, I don't know, a side dude, and you did not want to entertain the idea of not being chosen or the main person for this person in the past. Now, the Ace of Wands is clarified by the Hanged Man, the Four of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. So a lot of you were still holding on to this person. Many of you were still healing, still doing the things for yourself, but I'm also getting an energy of you possibly dealt with someone who was completely and utterly focused on what's important for them, focused on their well-being, focused on their finances. I am strongly getting here, for some of you might have even had some sort of an epiphany and a realization. You could have really connected the dots and really see that this person is someone that came from a very broken and dysfunctional family. I don't know who this person was, but I'm picking up on an energy that this person was very much traumatized when they were little. So this person came in towards you and they wanted to have a brand new beginning again. The Fool here is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Six of Wands. Even though this person was moving very, very slowly, you might have still given them the chance. You might have still tried to move with their pace. You see what I'm saying? You kind of like moved with their pace. This person could have been still involved with another individual. Maybe there was a third party. Maybe you were waiting for this person to be free to be with you. A lot of you moved along with this person and their pace and what they want here. And this is somebody also might have had some sort of a public recognition, somebody that maybe has some sort of a social media online presence. I don't know. That's just what I'm picking up on. And this person is like almost, this is someone that might have even put their career first rather than the relationship. Now, in the present moment, the Six of Swords is indicating that there is a transition and a shift happening for many of you. So the Six of Swords is clarified by the King of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Five of Wands. This transition is requiring both of you to have a face-to-face conversation. I do see here unfinished business and some sort of an unresolved conflict. The Five of Wands is actually twice in here. I was just looking at the timer, make sure we're good on time. Okay, this is talking about an unresolved conflict and situation here that needs to be talked about and discussed. For many of you, I do see here going back and forth. There is a lot of questions that you have on your mind when it comes to this person, okay? And you may not really know that, oh, you know, yes, you truly desire this person, but what if they desire you? What if whoever you desire desires you more, you know? And sometimes when you want something and someone so much, sometimes there could be a conflict that comes in between that needs to be resolved that can potentially get you and this person get closer together. Now, the Strength is here. Some of you are dealing with the Leo here. The Strength, the Justina, and the Page of Wands. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Yeah. This is a conflict. This is an unresolved conflict that comes from the past. This is a situation where you did not get clarity, and now you're at a place in your life as the Justina here that you want to have clarity. You want to understand why this person did what they did, what was their intention, and you know, like where are they going with all this, right? So the Seven of Swords here is telling me in the present moment that there is obviously some sort of trust issues that you have in regards to this person. The Seven of Swords is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. So I do strongly feel like here for many of you, you are a little bit hesitant of offering a brand new beginning to this person because you have a fear of some sort of a betrayal. I'm not saying this person is, you know, monster, whatever, no. I'm just saying that this person has the tendency of possibly concealing certain things, and maybe out of fear of rejection, out of fear of war, conflict that may take place between you and them, they just keep it to themselves and they don't tell you. And you're hesitant of offering a brand new beginning because the Seven of Swords is here. This is about trust issues. Four of Wands is clarified by the Eight of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Seven of Pentacles in the near future. The cards are here and they cannot lie. All I'm going to do is I'm going to explain why I'm saying this, okay? So in order for you to be in a successful relationship with this person, to really build something very profound with them, right? There is the Four of Wands, which is about family and marriage. I do see here doing a lot of contemplation with the Seven of Pentacles. Contemplating, wondering, thinking how much you really want to get involved into this situation, how much you want to invest. Because Eight of Pentacles is about investment. And look at the Tower. Your biggest fear here in the near future is, and I see this common for other signs as well, is yes, you do want to be with this person, you do desire to be with them, and you see that they really desire to be with you as well. Your biggest fear here has to do a lot with the fact that you don't want something to crumble down. You don't want something to unexpectedly end, which can actually leave you empty-handed. You know what I'm saying? As if like, what am I left with here? All this mess and all this chaos, and that's something that you don't want to constantly deal with, right? So let's talk about the Nine of Swords in the near future for you. The Nine of Swords is clarified by the Nine of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. A lot of you want to make sure that this person is not involved in any third-party situation, and they're willing to really work things out with you. You have a legitimate reservation and fear of wanting to make sure that this person is not entertaining other individuals. They're not entertaining someone from their past. They're not really being wishy-washy. They're being very clear. They're being very honest towards you. The Knight of Swords here is clarified by the Knight of Swords, the Lovers, and the Empress. One of the things that I see here that you may not really know, but this person truly wants to come forward to you, with a lot of care. There is the Lovers here that's showing up. This person is headed towards you with a strong sense of wanting to take care of you, wanting to really love you and nurture you. For some of you, I also see here in the near future marrying this person, eventually settling down, seeing the truth that they're bringing in, which is actually going to be the truth, and they're not going to be beat around the bush. They're going to be completely honest with you, and some of you could be having children and getting married with this person, okay? Now, let's get the advice for you, dear Libra. What is the advice? But here is the thing. In between, there is a lot of work that needs to be done, right? There is a lot of trust things that need to be discussed. There is an important conversation that's going to take place between you and this person. I'm not saying you're going to marry next week. If you do, send me the invitation, the wedding invitation. But this has to do a lot with a conversation that's going to be needing to be built on trust, mutual trust and respect. So let's get the advice for you, dear Libra. So the advice here, you have the Devil, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. First things first, I just want to mention here, if you feel like that there is something that's not healthy, why don't you call it out? I know that Libra, you're a very altruist sign. I know that you want the best. I know that you want to make sure that nobody gets hurt. But if something here is not healthy, if the Devil here is showing me that in the near future, there is an unhealthy, toxic behavior, habit, pattern, something that you feel is questionable, you need to really call it out and you need to name it and you need to challenge the person to heal within themselves, because you don't want it to actually threaten your stability with the Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, your home, your money, your career. A lot of you might have also abandoned your career goals, might have even abandoned your money, your financial situation, just to be with this person and to save this person. We're not here to save other people. We can hold the door and show them, hey, this is the healing room, this is what you need to do. But ultimately, everyone has the free will to choose and to decide what they really want to do with their lives, right? So let's get the love message from your person to you and from you to your person. So the love message from your person to you is friendship, nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. Possibly this person could want medication. I've taken medications. I'm trying to put my words together. I have a toothache. This person possibly could wanna come towards you. I don't know if that's correct. Okay, towards you with the purpose of just, let's start off with like slow friendships, but I really desire you, and it can ultimately lead to something much deeper. And your message from you to your person is close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. So you recognize the fact that this is somebody, like I said, You're very compassionate enough to really see that this person is someone that's been through some sort of a trauma and a situation that's been very affecting their relationships and their lifestyle. And it's like you're being a therapist for them and encouraging them in a way, okay, on how to deal with their life, and you're encouraging them to feel joyful. Still an altruistic, kind Libra. But make sure that you're not rushing into it, because you really got to make sure this person is coming toward you with the intention of wanting to really nurture you and take care of you, okay? Other than that, you're not going to give yourself on a silver platter. So, dear Libra, my cutie patootie, this is what I had for you. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for your beautiful presence, and I will see you very soon.